Joyce down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Louisville's head coach told me before the game, he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion, and he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Florida State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, defense is starting to make a comeback. Like, I'm excited about this new era of football. Like, we're seeing better tackling and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
And that last completion was a bit of a Pyrrhic victory. It made third down even longer. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Out wide right, it's Singleton. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Seminoles will punt it away on fourth down.
Number 95, on to punt it away.
Fields the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will now get its first chance with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical. Have that safety help over the top. I'm not letting him beat me.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Turns it upfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Cardinals are flying down the field. Handoff for Brown. Got the first down. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Run in the red zone. It's Davis. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run with Brown. Swamped immediately. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Flying down the left side. He is in. Touchdown, Florida State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't. I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Quarterback changing the play. Back to pass on second down. Rolls right. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. Offense with jumbo personnel. A give to Brown. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. The Cardinals getting set on 1st and 10. The give to Brown. Can't get him to the ground. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Drops back on first down. Still looking to his right. It's complete to the right. Breaks into the open. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. And the Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Hits inside, it's Davis. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. Here's Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And right down the middle. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Cuts it upfield. It's Singleton. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Wide receiver comes in motion. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's leads this offense with a fresh set of downs. Turns out it's Carter. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Singleton. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Looking for the marker. Plows through the defense. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Quick give. It's Singleton. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. Sells to fake. Wide open makes the catch. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want in offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short, now set up in a 1st and goal.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Seminoles. Setting up for the extra point and the tie.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Now try to move the sticks with Brown. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. From the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Offense in an empty set. Second down, gonna throw it. Rush right in his face. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose, it'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Couldn't set his feet.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful back.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Louisville's offense is taking the field, and they look ready to go. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. On first down, it's Brown again. He's got enough. Could be an alley. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. And the Cardinals, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Keeps it on the ground. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Making the adjustment. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. And the timing just a hair off. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. In the red area, it's Brown trying to get closer, and they knock it free. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. The give to Davis. They were all over it.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football. And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Wants to throw on first. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 2nd and long here. Trying to get outside, it's Singleton. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it upfield. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. And the Noles will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. In traffic, it's Atkins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Cardinals will line it up on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Cardinals peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. First down, right back to Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Caught! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Going to take a shot at this DB. Got it down the field. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. FSU calling its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Lofts one high and deep. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Pretty good job on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 32-yard line. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. One more time, it's Brown. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Out wide right, it's Atkins. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wide receiver going in motion. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. There he goes. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's...
Touchdown, Cardinals! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
And this is the part of the field where you gotta love to have the big tight ends. These guys are used all over the field now. Find those mismatches. Palmer, nice throw, nice catch.
Man, I remember a time when tight ends were good for 5-yard out routes and blocking. How nice is it to have a guy with this guy's size and speed to stretch the field vertically, get into the end zone quickly, and be a great target for you? That's every quarterback's dream.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under pressure. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. He gave his receiver a chance, and it pays off. What a tremendous grab.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Tight end now in motion. Sells to run, looking to pass. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Summers. Down he goes. The Noles want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing.
Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand off for Brown. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted for the 11th time. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Singleton. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Hand off from the shotgun. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Fires quickly. Makes the catch but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. A spectacular one-hand grab.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. You see, he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Looking left. He's got an open man. Touchdown, no! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Brown again. Taken down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Took a shot as he threw. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cardinals line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all 3 phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and just stay aggressive. To understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Here on the Cardinals sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Look out! Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball. Makes a grab and room to run. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. The fake that wants to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Nothing there, and he just had to throw it away.
And that's just frustrating. This is an offense that can't afford to throw the football away right here on third and long. Field goal does no good. Being in range means absolutely nothing. You got to take what the defense gives you, maybe make the fourth down more manageable. Now this offense in a tough spot.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Miller.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Right side, it's Hughes.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Looking for a crease. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. The Cardinals are rolling down the field. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. He's got it. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Slings it downfield. And they fail to hook up on third down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open, had a chance to make a play, but man, you don't see it very often, but just lose concentration, and that is a big third down stop for this defense on that drop pass.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first. Fires to the middle. Holds on. It's Summers. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Hand off to the lone back. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Stopped again. At least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the sideline. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. From the gun, looking for a man. Going for 6. Touchdown, Florida! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's on the loose. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
One more time, it's Brown. Pass to 6. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a 1st down there in plus territory, and now threatening to get the score.
The defense has to continue pursuing the football there. You saw the running back was able to make a guy miss before getting out of bounds and getting a big gain. You can't let up here in the 4th quarter, defense. We need better effort.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Louisville!
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Lopez. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Obviously didn't like what he saw on 1st down, and they used a timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the 1st down. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Right side, it's Singleton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Oh, pressure's coming. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. A give to Brown. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down. FSU calling it 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Brown again. At the 20, he's got space. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Florida State calls its 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. From the red zone, it's Brown. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Brown has it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinals. His 3rd touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. What a helpless feeling for this defense to commit that penalty and pretty much end the game. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. They're all over him. He gets away. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up 1 on the play. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Last chance coming up. Looking down the middle. Ball falls to the turf. The final pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins.